Hi Collective, my name is Aruna from All Change by the Minute video. Again, yes, thank you again for watching all the other videos, okay? Appreciating that so much, and don't forget to order the book that I wrote, okay? The book of Knowing Both Worlds. The links are in the description box, okay? Thank you in advance, okay? So what I got, the giver needed to be made ready to receive. Thank you, Lord. The giver needed to be made ready to receive, okay? Yeah, you are ready when you are ready, okay? And I'm talking about you are being made ready. For everything needs to be balanced out, okay? Giving and receiving. So when your world was about only giving, and getting nothing in return, guess what? It's your time. I heard it is your time to shine, okay? Because you gifted a lot, okay? Because that is your gift, okay? God gifted you with that gift. Empathic, I'm hearing, okay? For you to trust yourself, I'm hearing. Yeah. Later on, for you to trust yourself, okay? Again, this is your life. Take it or leave it, I heard, okay? Take it or leave it. Take it or leave it, yeah. Yeah. And that means what I'm understanding by that, okay? Self-love, self-creation. And of course, yeah, by the hands of God, I'm hearing, okay? By the hands of God, okay? Yeah. Whoa. So you are being made prepared, okay? To receive, to be in that receiving mode, not to only give to people, okay? That is the energy that I'm getting. That is the energy that I'm getting, okay? So again, we know the universe scales must be balanced, okay? Lady Justice, again, okay? So the times, okay, the years gone by that you were giving and giving and giving, and you were not expecting, okay? Yeah, that is what I heard. You were not expecting anything from anyone, okay? You were just giving and giving freely. Again, I'm hearing, okay? Yeah. And that's why it's all about preparation, okay? It's all about the right timing, divine timing, and it's your time to shine. It is your time. It is just your time. Your time, I heard, okay? Yeah. Whoa. And again, it will take a lot of preparation, okay? For you to understand, again, to comprehend what you were doing in your life was actually not right, but it was not in balance, okay? Yeah, you were not in balance. And that's why God, okay? Real God, okay? Christ will come in, okay? To help you, to guide you, to reunite, yeah, you with yourself, okay? So you can feel whole within yourself, okay? Yeah. And whole means getting the balance, okay? The giving and the receiving, okay? And when those two are in balance, yeah, you are in balance, okay? Yeah. And it takes a lot of healing, okay? And of course, the heart needs to be healed, okay? Yeah. And because when the heart is cold, I heard, okay? Stoic. Yeah. Stoic, okay? Yeah. Logic, working by logic only, okay? And thinking, yeah, afraid to let people in. Yeah. To just being afraid to let people in. And I'm getting that, okay? I was not totally there, but yeah, I know at a young age, okay, that people were not matching with me, okay? Not knowing about energy, of course, and not knowing about the comprehension, of course, but I knew already that people, yeah, gossiping, okay, no. And taking, yeah, that I know, okay, yeah. Totally, highly empathic, okay? But yeah, that needs to be balanced out, okay? Yeah. That is the balancing out, okay? The balancing act, okay? The juggling, okay? You are juggling so many people. Whoa. Yeah. Around you every time someone asks you something, okay? You did it, okay? Yeah. Totally not in balance, okay? Yeah. And that's why people were taking advantage of you, okay? Yeah. And even though we all know empathic people are very sweet, are very personified, I'm hearing. Whoa, okay, yeah. But you know what I mean, okay? You get my drift, I heard. You get my drift now, okay? You get my drift, yeah. As you are upheaval, I heard, yeah. Because the upheaval came from people around you. They were knowing exactly what they were doing, okay? But they left it, yeah, unspoken, I heard. Whoa. People left a lot of things unspoken with you, okay? I need to type my minutes, okay? People, whoa. A lot of things unspoken, okay? Yeah. It's about when you are ready, okay? And when the Lord knows that you are ready, and when you are just on the right timeline, okay? Because a lot of timeline. That's why I'm talking about you jumping timelines, okay? Yeah. So it's getting even. I heard getting even, okay? And that is the justice, okay? But in a good way. You are not getting even with people, because that would take for you to take revenge, okay? And you are not doing that, going inside, okay? And learning, okay? And again, learning how to understand the things that you went through, the transformation that you went through, okay? A lot, again, is at stake, okay? Yeah. And of course, it would be at stake because the things that you've been learning, wow, yeah. And the things that you were understanding in every moment, okay? In every moment, people will not be able people will not be able to understand what it is to live in the now until you've learned that. Yeah, every layer, okay? Every layer. And no one will be able to trigger you, okay? Because it doesn't matter. Yes, it does matter what is happening around the world, okay? But yeah, you living in the now, you not living totally in the future, okay? But just living in the now, not in the past, not in the future, in the now, okay? Yeah. Whoa. So you needed to be made prepared, okay? For you to come on the forefront. Yeah. In a spiritual way, okay? Because a lot of people are already on the forefront, okay? In their life, they learn so much, yeah, in the physical life, okay? Yeah. And maybe they are successful, but how I am seeing being successful, okay? Also, you as a spiritual being, okay? And a spiritual being means getting to learn yourself on a deeper level every time, okay? Every single time. It's not about doing one thing, okay, and forgetting about that one thing that you've learned and going back to the physical form of you. What you knew, okay? What you knew. And I said that right, what you knew, because you're not that person anymore. You're not that person, okay? Years gone by, I'm hearing, okay? A lot of downloading, that's why I'm talking fast, okay? Years have gone by, okay? Gone by, yeah. And goodbye to the old people and goodbye to the old self, okay? Shedding a lot of skin, okay? Yes. Thank you, Lord. Shedding a lot of skin, okay? Yeah. And not being the snake, because when you are a giver, you are, okay, empathic. Yeah. You are empathic. Yeah. Yeah. And not everybody's able to learn, yeah, how to balance that out, okay? That giving and that something needs to be coming in return, even though you're not expecting that. You are helping people with all of the love that you have within you, okay? Within you. That is your heart commanding you to get better. Whoa. Yeah. Your heart is commanding you to get better. Yeah. Commanding, okay? Yeah. And you need to command. You need to command, okay? Yeah. Because this is your life. This is the kind of love that you need to have for yourself, okay? Yeah. strategize. I heard strategize. Even though strategizing in your own life, okay, that doesn't mean you cannot strategize in the spiritual world, okay? Yeah. You know people, okay? You already know people, yeah. And even though you're knowing not to, be misinformed, yes, misinformed, okay? By those people who are taking and taking and taking, okay? Yeah, unspoken, okay? I heard unspoken, okay? Yeah. Because that is what they wanted to do. I'm sorry, a lot of downloading, but my card, okay? Peace. First card. Look at the colors, okay? Yeah. Find inner peace in moments of stillness. Always still in your mind, okay? Even though you will think, oh my God, thinking out loud. I heard thinking out loud, okay? Yeah. But in your mind, it is still. In your mind, it is still, okay? Yeah. And in your mind, you need to be still, okay? Otherwise, you cannot work on yourself. You cannot work on yourself, okay? Yeah, again, a lot of years gone by, but that doesn't mean that you didn't learn something, okay? Yeah, it is always a lot of things, especially when you are pushing yourself, yeah, beyond. Yeah, beyond the limit. Yeah, beyond the limits, okay? Beyond your limitations, yeah. Because what I'm getting, okay, even though people are being successful in the physical, as they are living their life, okay, physical form, okay, yeah, but it doesn't mean getting the success, okay, achieving success as a spiritual being, because that is also a balance, okay? Physical, spiritual, okay, yeah. Yeah, physical, spiritual, okay? That needs to be balanced out, okay, yeah. Even though you're not getting it, and I'm talking about not totally understanding it, or maybe you do, in a later stadium, okay, you will do, okay? And I'm not sure where you are at, okay? 5, I heard. See, a lot of transformation, yeah. But you want your peace, okay? A peace of mind, yeah, yeah, yeah. And that peace can only be created, okay, when you are working with Christ, okay, yeah. When you're working alone. In the physical form, you working alone, okay? You getting your focus back. You, okay, totally laser focused on what you want to do. Yeah, okay? How you want to become that person that is in total balance, okay? That is in total balance, because that is the spiritual world, okay? Again, spirit talking to me, okay? Yeah. And that is what I'm giving to you. And that's why we're talking about the spiritual world, okay? The spirit world, where everybody, my team in this case, helping me, okay? Again, as I wrote that, yeah, in the description box, okay, to be of service of you. But that doesn't mean that it isn't in balance, okay? Yeah, it is in balance, yeah. Because when working with God 24/7, okay, yeah. When working with yourself, when working with your conscious mind, yeah, yeah. I can promise you, okay, that your heart will be healed, okay? 10 of Swords, okay, I heard the 10 of Swords, okay? Because the 10 of Swords, a lot of backstabbing, okay? And a lot of pain until your heart, your mind couldn't take it anymore, okay? Because that was the last push you needed to go through and go through. Thank you, Lord. Yeah, that was the last push, okay? Yeah. Yeah, even that, I can promise you that, okay? Yeah, a last push, okay? With people around you and a certain being around you, a certain situation. Think about it, okay? Think about it. A certain situation, okay? Especially when you are dealing with highly narcissistic people, okay? And again, I wrote that in my book, okay? Yeah, I wrote that in my, second book, okay? Yeah, the paradigm, okay? Also a chapter, the paradigm between the narc and the empathic person, okay? Yeah. So you want your peace, okay? Yeah. And peace they were getting through you, okay? peace they were getting through you, through your mind, through your heart, okay, the giving nature, okay, but you didn't understand, you could not comprehend because again, the right timing, okay, the right timing. And the right timing is about you getting stronger in your heart, getting stronger in your mind each and every day so you can progress, okay? So you can progress in your own life by processing, okay, everything, what is happening around you by going inside, okay? Because in that inside world, whoa, everything will happen. That's why stillness, okay? Because of stillness, everybody can heal themselves. Yes, everybody can heal themselves. And of course, with a little help. With a little help, okay, a lot of help, a lot of guidance, okay, Release. I heard catch and release. Catch and release, okay, Just like that song, okay? Catch and release. My nose itching. Oh, my Lord, But I'm like a bird. Okay. Also that one, okay? I'm like a bird, Whoa. And another one, freedom, yes, that one also, It's all about you. That is the kind of success what we're talking about, okay? You loving yourself highly, highly, highly recommending, okay? I heard highly, okay? You loving yourself, you getting back on track, okay? And more than getting back on track, because after the one lesson, okay, the first awakening and another awakening and another one, okay? Because you will think that those are lessons, okay? But there are many awakenings, okay, before going to that final awakening. If you like that, okay? It's hard. It's very hard. It's not achievable for everyone on this planet, okay? Release past burdens and embrace new beginnings. That is the Ten of Swords, okay? Oops, card. Caged in, okay? Caged in, Just like a bird, okay, who cannot fly, okay, It cannot fly because it is caged in. And of course, I had a birdie, okay, A white one, parakeet, But I cried when he flew away. But that was his freedom, okay, That was his freedom, Now I'm getting it. No. Kidding. But that was his freedom. And that is what I'm getting, okay? About a catch and release, okay? You are being catched and now you are being released. Let it go, let it flow. It is your time, okay? This is your time for you to shine. And look at the lamp. Oh my, look at the light, okay? Look at the light on the card. As I share that, okay? It's your time to shine. You're already shining, okay? And it doesn't, again, it always matters, okay, that you are being caged in. But guess what? Who's coming stronger out of that cage? You. Because in stillness you learn, in stillness you grow, okay? Everybody on this planet who is an introvert, they are fucking strong people. Maybe not knowing it right away, okay? But that strength, okay, to go within, to reach your mind, to reach that heart, to heal that heart by guidance, okay? That is the kind of strength I'm talking about. Not the kind of the physical one, okay? That is also important, to shine, okay? And maybe you are shining already, but not in a sense of you being whole, okay? And you being whole, again, the physical and the spiritual, okay? Catch and release, the burdens, okay? Again, that backstabbing, okay? Backstabbing. How many times in your world, okay? How many times in your life did people stab you in the back, okay? Countless, countless of times, Oh, my God, That is how you steer. With the shoulder. Hope is a beam of light in the darkness. See, even though it is dark and you learned in the dark, you cannot learn in the light, okay? No, because when we were born as pure light, okay, here on this planet, okay, just pure light, okay, we would not be able to comprehend that right away, okay? Yeah. Explosion, okay? Just like, yeah, going to the sun and evaporate just right away. You will not be able to get there, okay? That is burned by fire, okay? Yeah. In this case, burned by the sun and not in a good way. Yeah. Circle of life, I heard. Yeah. Look. Hope, okay? Yeah. Anchor, I heard. Yeah. The symbol, okay? Of hope. Anchor. Yeah, anchor. It is the beaming, okay? Yeah. You, okay? That is what I got. The alignment, okay? Between you and the universe, okay? The alignment, your crown chakra, okay? Being in alignment, okay? You knowing that you are being guided, okay? Yeah. Huh. Yeah. And that feeling, okay, born again. Ooh, that song again, born to be alive, okay? That's the freedom, okay? That is, I'm like a bird. Yeah, yeah. All the songs that you can imagine what you are getting, okay? Yeah. Because in that darkness, okay? Yeah. You had already a spark. Yeah. Yeah. One spark. One spark, okay? Yeah. That is all it takes, okay? Yeah. Because there are a lot of sleepers on this planet, okay? A lot of sleepers. Last card, okay? Then I'm ending this reading. A lot of sleepers, okay? And we like them to also awaken in this lifetime so they know what it is to be in balance. So they can know that the darkness is not a way of living, okay? Not the only way of living, okay? There are, again, a lot of things that you can approach in a different way, okay? In a different way. And for you to remember that, okay? For you to remember your soul, for you to remember what you came to do on this planet, okay? You need to know, okay? You need to know that North Node, okay? You need to know your purpose, okay? Purpose, yeah. Two. And that is the balance, okay? Balance. 4 times 2, okay? It's being amplified also. Ooh, look at the card. Oh my God. Last card. Thank you, Lord. Awakening. Awakening. And look at the sun as I was talking about rising. Yeah. The sunset and the coming up of the sun, okay? And the words, okay, that I talked about, the awakening is the process of discovering your true self. Do I need to say more? Yes, of course, I can talk some more, okay, yeah. Yeah. I heard for you to reach enlightenment, okay? But not in the way, okay, that most people are getting it, enlightenment, and that you have been enlightened in this world, on this planet, okay? No, it's about that word that you are being enlightened about, the truth, okay? And enlightenment about the layers of conditioning yourself, okay? That people are conditioning themselves, okay? No, it's time to talk. It's time to communicate. It's time to converse. It's time to be your true, authentic self, okay? Thank you for being back again. And please do not forget to like, subscribe, share, comment, everything what you can do. And buying my book. Love you all. Peace be with you, okay? Bye-bye.